I hope you can see question 3. It's multiplious equation. It's 1.3. So this question, guys, they say solve for x and y simultaneously is given 6 marks. This is easy. I hope we won't take long on this question. It's very, very much easy. We are given 2 equations. It's equals to 20. So the equations that we are given, we refer to the first one as equation 1, and then the second one is equation 2. Then we start with equation 3. So between these two values, it's easy when you make x the subject of the formula. Then you're going to substitute it on the other equation. So because now we are making x the subject of the formula, it means we move everything to the right. So that means it's 2y minus 3. This becomes our third equation. Remember, guys, it changed a sign. So it didn't matter if I started with -3 and say plus 2y. I would still rearrange it such that I start with 2y minus 3 so that I avoid having a number which is negative. So now, because you've got the third equation, we now substitute this third equation into that second equation. So where we see x, we just substitute 2y minus 3 multiplied by y, it's equals to 20. So we just multiply by y. Okay, so it's obviously a 2y squared, y multiplied by minus 3, it's -3y, and then you can move that to the left. It changes the sign. It's minus 20 equated to 0. Okay, so guys, you cannot further simplify this. That means you must straight away factorize. Okay, it's equals to 0. So guys, I think this is an opportunity where I can use a quadratic formula to factorize this equation. I won't stress myself by trying to think what could be the factors. So guys, pull out your calculator. Just say fraction button negative over our b, it's -3, you can see there, plus square root of -b, which is 3, you square, minus 4, our a it's 2, our c it's -20 over 2, our a is 2. So can you see I get x as 4? Okay, so that means my x is equals to 4. Okay, remember, I'm going to have 2 values of x. Okay, the first one is 4, and then the second value, I'm not sure if okay, the second value, guys, you just go up there and you delete that positive sign, and then you use a negative sign. Can you see the value that I get? It's -5 over 2. So that means my other final x value, it's -5 over 2. Okay, sorry guys, not negative, I mean not x but y. So it's actually supposed to be y there. Okay, so guys, these are my final values when I factorize this equation. So that means in brackets I just write these things. So that means it's x minus 4. Why minus 4? Because I know on that step in between, that's why I'm going to say x minus 4, it's equals to 0. Then I move 4 to the right side of the equal sign, then it's equals to 4. So also for this, then I just write 2y there, and I write it in the opposite sign. Okay, why? Because I know I'm going to say 2y plus 5, it's equals to 0. Then I'm going to move it to the right as -5 and divide it by 2. This is where it's divided by 2. Okay, I hope you understand that part. Then guys, what you do, you then obviously substitute these values into this equation that you created to get the x value. So x is equals to 2 into, you can substitute -5 over 2 in place of y, then -3, and then you can just punch on a calculator to see what answer you get. So it's 2 into -over over 5 over 2, you close, you subtract 3, then the answer that I get, it's negative 8. Okay, or let's see, x is equals to 2 into 4 minus 3, so x is equals to, let's see, just delete that fraction button, delete the whole of that, then you substitute with 4 in place of y, then we get 5. Okay, so guys, it means where x is 8, the corresponding y value is negative 5 over 2. Where x is equals to 5, the corresponding y value is equals to 4. So guys, that moment you've been waiting for, let's see. Obviously, you get your first mark. Guys, before I forget, this question is allocated 6 marks. It's a lot of marks. So guys, this is how you score your first mark for deriving the third equation. This is where they give you a mark, okay? And again, they give you a mark for correct substitution. So that means in place of x, you correctly substituted your third equation, okay? From there, they give you a mark for writing it in the standard form. This is where you score your mark, okay? And then they give you a mark for correct factors. Remember guys, all of these are the factors, so this is where you score your fourth mark. I'm sure you're able to notice that you will score your mark for providing the y values, and your last mark will come from the x values. So guys, this is how you answer this question. So for those of you who'd like to access this question paper, guys, this was a 2015 grade 11 exam paper, a November exam paper, maths paper 1. So this was the whole of question 1. So I hope at this stage you do understand that, especially those who are in grade 12, you know that for exam papers in grade 10, your first question or question 1 is about solve for x. In grade 11, question 1 is about solve for x. Also in grade 12, you know, question 1 is about solve for x. So it's very, very, very much important that you know how to solve for x, because this first question is allocated a lot of marks, guys. By just being able to solve all of these questions, you score 28 marks out of 150. The paper is out of 150. You've already scored a sizable amount of percentages towards you know, your what is it, your NTA mark. So guys, you must make sure that you score maximum marks. As I've said, if you want to access this question paper, it's posted on my Telegram channel. If you've got a Telegram, you can just search for Solving Exam Papers. That's where you'll be able to join and freely access that question paper. That's where you'll be able to see other questions of which we'll do just before you get to your final exams. So guys, for tomorrow's lessons, I'm not really sure if we should also do these lessons even on Saturdays or on weekends. You can just let me know in the comment section if you'd like me to do these live lessons even on weekends. I don't mind. I enjoy doing these lessons. I will only be very much happy if you can just invite more friends so that they benefit from these lessons. And it will be beneficial to you, because if you attend these lessons with your friends, you'll be able to share ideas. In case if you get stuck, you can also consult with your friends so that you know, you don't just get lost alone. You'll be able to assist each other. So guys, thanks very much for joining. I hope you enjoyed this lesson as much as I did, and I hope whenever we do another lesson, you will still be joining the lesson. So this brings us to the end of this lesson, guys. I hope you enjoyed as much as I did. So guys, my name is Desmond and I'm out.